So we have 2 packages of pork chops, thinly cut. For this recipe, I've noticed that the thinly cut work a lot better. They cook more evenly. I'm just going to go ahead and spread those out. This is a yummy, easy dinner we're making tonight. If you haven't tried or seen this, this is a must. So we got our pork chops all spread out. Now we're gonna take some onion chive cream cheese and our ice cream scooper. And I'm not gonna do the whole scoop because this is a bigger ice cream scooper, but we're just gonna go ahead and get a dollop of each one on each pork chop. This just kind of makes sure each one gets about the same amount. And this makes the dish so yummy and creamy. This is one of those easy, come home from work, grab your ingredients, put it all together, put it in the oven, and in about 45 minutes you have dinner ready to go without breaking a sweat. So we just want to get that all on our pork chops. For me, pork chops are such a nostalgic dinner. I remember as a kid growing up and eating pork chops for dinner at least twice a week. So we just want to go ahead and get that spread out a little bit on there. Fresh out the fridge, so it's still a little bit not pliable. It's okay, we'll get it working. You just want to make sure it spreads out all on that pork chop so it holds everything that you're going to put on there. It's kind of like a binder in between all the yummy ingredients. And if they don't have this type of cream cheese in your store, you could use regular cream cheese. I've seen somebody alter this recipe and use dip. So they just used an onion dip. Okay, so we got that all spread out. Now we have some chives, some fresh chives. This is a must that adds that fresh pop. We've washed these. Now we're just going to go ahead and cut them, and we want a lot of them. And if you don't have chives, you can use green onions. They taste almost about the same. You just want that pop of freshness in this dish because you're using the cream cheese. It just breaks up some of that richness. A little bit over here. And using the scissors is the best way. You could definitely slice these, but you got your good old handy kitchen scissors that we don't use on anything else. Some ground mustard. Now you could alter this. You could add whatever seasoning you would like. There's something about that ground mustard that goes with the pork chop and the onions. Makes it delish. And some ranch seasoning. Just gonna go ahead and add that on there. You could leave this off if you think it's gonna be too much. I like the little tang it gives. Get that on there. Some salt. Some fresh ground black pepper. I like pepper, so we're going to go a little heavy on the pepper. And now for the best part of the dish, we got to add some crunch. So we got our Ritz crackers. So while the bag is still closed, go crazy, let some of your aggression out. Break that all up. If you have kids at home, this is a great time to let them get their little energy out and do all the breaking. You want these pretty much broken up. This is going to add that yummy, crunchy topping. So now we're just going to add that to the top of this. And you'll see as everything cooks down, this adds that golden brown crust on top. So it's like breaded pork chops without all that extra work. So we got this prepared. I have a small kitchen, so we're going to go ahead and before we put this in the oven, we're going to work with the stuffing. So this is just your stovetop stuffing. I think this one's turkey's flavored. You could use the cornbread, the chicken, whatever your type. We're just going to spice it up a little bit, and we're going to add some applesauce. And you're just going to go by sight. Not too much, but you just want to add that extra moisture to it. We're just going to go ahead and get that all in there. If it looks too wet, you've added too much. So I always say add less. You can always add more. But if you add more, you can never take it away. And we just cook this stuffing according to the box. I know the holidays are coming up, so if you have any good stuffing recipes, let me know. I'm always looking for a good stuffing recipe. And we're going to add some cran raisins. This is that little secret ingredient that makes this so delicious. We're going to mix that in. So this will be ready by the time your pork chops come out. Once the pork chops come out, dinner is ready to be served. So this is done. We're going to put our pork chops in the oven at 350 for a half an hour until you notice that the pork is cooked all the way through and all the crackers look nice and golden brown. This smells so good and looks so delicious. This is right out the oven. The pork is cooked perfectly. Just gonna go ahead and dig right in and get a piece. And look at that yummy, crispy crust on top. That looks so yummy. And then we have our beautiful stuffing that we made with the cranberries and the apple juice, the applesauce. Got that sweet and that savory, just get that on there. And I'm gonna go ahead and dig right in, I can't wait. Just gonna go get a piece of this. It's really good, I gotta cut this pork to try it. Gotta dig right in. Get a piece cut. You can see that beautiful cream cheese. Sweet, savory. This is a delicious, quick, easy dinner. Very nostalgic. You have to try this.